At some point, we have to depart from paper and move our prototypes into software. A typical computer prototype is a horizontal prototype. It's high fidelity in look and feel, but low fidelity in depth. In other words, it has great graphics, but no backend. A Wizard of Oz prototype is a high fidelity prototype that uses a human in the backend, but the front end is an actual computer system instead of a paper mockup. The term Wizard of Oz comes from the movie of the same name, in which the wizard was a man behind a curtain, controlling a massive and impressive display. This is what the previous video was about. In a Wizard of Oz prototype, the wizard is usually but not always hidden from the user. Wizard of Oz prototypes are often used to simulate future technology that isn't yet available, particularly artificial intelligence. The next two videos are examples of Wizard of Oz prototypes. There are two challenges of using Wizard of Oz prototypes. First of all, thinking and acting mechanically is harder for a wizard than it is for a paper prototype simulator, because the tasks for which Wizard of Oz testing is done tend to be more intelligent. It helps if the wizard is personally familiar with the capabilities of similar interfaces so that realistic simulation can be provided. It also helps if the wizard's interface can intentionally be dumbed down. Watch the video examples. Sometimes designing a Wizard of Oz prototype means that you actually have to design two interfaces. The user's interface, which is presumably the one you are testing, and the wizard's interface, which is the one that is going to be used by the wizard. While a Wizard of Oz interface had a human simulating the backend, computer prototypes don't. Computer prototypes are developed with a software tool. They are interactive software simulations that are high fidelity in look and feel and low fidelity in depth. They are also often called proof of concept apps. Some of the tools that are typically used to create computer prototypes are given here. We will learn one of these tools in this course. There are several advantages of computer prototypes. They can save you time and money by ensuring that product development is based on data from the outset, rather than untested assumptions. Because they do not require the backend to be implemented fully, they are a low-cost way to check usefulness of the idea. Finally, because they are fully interactive, they allow the user to fully experience the product. There are several disadvantages of computer prototype. First of all, they are more time-consuming to create than paper prototypes. Secondly, they are not effective for requirements gathering because they cannot be easily changed. And lastly, they look too finished and professional, which often prevents users from giving feedback. This may mean that the product gets built irrespective of its merits. That's why it's always a good idea to use computer prototypes at the end of your design process.